Are you tired of competing in oversaturated niches and barely making any sales with your print on demand business? I'm sharing 6 incredible evergreen niches with low competition that most sellers overlook. The biggest challenge that print on demand sellers face is standing out in a crowded market. Thousands of sellers consistently upload similar designs, making it nearly impossible for you to be noticed. Every day you're potentially losing sales to competitors. It's frustrating spending hours creating designs only to see little or no results because everyone is chasing the same trend. The solution to this is targeting evergreen niches with consistently high demand and low competition. By entering these niches early, you can dominate the market and secure a steady stream of sales year round. All right, so for example, this is going to be the first niche. Be nice to me. I cook your food. Now, this is a cool design. So, funny chef design. Now, one thing too, when you're looking at this, always look at the keywords. If you don't understand it, you see a design, you're like, what the heck is this even talking about? Okay, so you can see by understanding by looking at the keywords and also just looking at the design to get an understanding. Funny chef for men, women, cooking, culinary, cook, chef. Now, if you look at this is like different keywords that are related to the niche. And it's like saying like chef in a few different ways or understanding like the niche and then, okay, these are good keywords that will work here. So keep that in mind when you're doing any type of research and putting keywords together. Think about how people are going to be searching for the product because Amazon.com, Etsy.com, Redbubble.com, these are all platforms that are being searched. Okay. And when they're being searched, the products are being shared to the customer. Okay. And then if you give the customer the product that they like, they make a purchase, you make a sale, and then it triggers the algorithm. All right. So also to something to point out here is it looks good on, so it's an all white design, right? So the graphic and the text is all white. It looks good on a black t-shirt. Now keep in mind, if you just turn it to all black with black text, black graphic, it's going to look good on the lighter color. So just that simple, you'll have 2 uploads by just switching the color or even possibly 2 bestsellers in the niche by switching the color of the design. So it's that easy. Don't overthink that part or don't overlook that part. And yeah, so let's go over here. All-time sales, you can see it's Martinez first sale in 2024 and going into Q4 2024, it's making consistent sales. You can see it starts to go up a bit, but then in November, look at that, it starts to crush and rank into the algorithm. Once you get the design ranking into the algorithm, it starts to rank for different long tail keywords. And then just think about everyone searches differently, right? When it comes to finding a product on Amazon, someone may be searching funny chef design and then it pops up. And then some be typing in culinary cook chef shirt, okay? Or chef shirt or cook shirt, okay? And then it pops up and they make a purchase and then that's one way. So that's how the algorithm works and it starts to get pushed closer and closer to the front page. In return, you get more traction, more people viewing your product. And it does, obviously, it does sound easier than actually doing it. It's a little bit more understanding of the process, but you get the idea. Now, if we come over here, we have a result of 146. Be nice to me. I cook your food, culinary chef t-shirt. And if you come over here, you can see the other results over here. And this is the BSR too, by the way. If you're unaware of what that is, basically a sales rank. Amazon gives us this. And what we look at this for is to make sure there's just demand. Okay. And when it goes up, it drops down, it's sold. So it's been selling. When it goes up or down, it sells. Next one is Astronaut holding planet balloons. This is a really cool one. Anything with Astronaut, if you can think of any cool ones, I know that we went over, there was one that we found, I think it was on Ideogram AI, was like a astronaut holding an umbrella and there was like rain hitting the top of the umbrella, I think it was. But now look how they did this, is put the planets as balloons. And it's a really cool design and it looks like the astronaut is obviously in space with the little stars and stuff in the background. Look at it's pretty cool, right? And if you come over here, 4.8 out of 5, 87 reviews. Let's come down, look at this. And also too, just keep in mind, like any of this stuff right here, just think about what you can do, what other things that can be done within here. Okay. There's a lot of demand for this niche. People love like the cute, funny, cool things. And then who doesn't like astronaut, right? So even like kids, like you can see how they're targeting towards kids with this right here. There's a few different ways that can be done. So just think of different ideas related to anything astronaut and then put like a funny spin on it, playful spin on it, cute spin on it, and then you can possibly create a top selling design. We come down over here, look at the all-time sales. See, it's Maria's first sale in 22/2, right, of September, and then look at that. So that just thing is just crushing. And then the whole year of 2024 seems to be consistently close to 10K, all right? And then look at this 2024. Let's go fast forward to 2025. It's consistently doing some results over here. Really nice. So it's an evergreenish, but keep in mind it trends through certain times of the year. If it's pushing like this, like 70K at the beginning of this month, 80K, it's trending where it's like anything below like 100K and it's pushing and it's still making traction and it's still selling over and over. Most likely it's selling like 3 to 5 a day. But then just keep in mind when we get closer to certain holidays or gift giving season, people buy this as a gift for someone. And if it's ranking really good, most likely it's probably making 10 sales a day. Okay. So something like this, it's an evergreen design, but it's trends really good during certain holidays. So this is a really cool idea, just even the astronaut niche in general. And if we come over here, we have a result of 196 astronaut holding Earth t-shirt. Okay, this is the overall pick. This is the balloons one. So that keyword that we related to, so let's pop that one up. It would be this one. Okay, so astronaut holding Earth t-shirt. So now keep in mind, this is the balloons that we went over. Still a really good idea. Okay, but the keywords that we have right here have as a result 196 astronaut holding Earth t-shirt. So this one here, astronaut holding Earth. Okay, let's check it out. And this is something easy too. You have you can see like the planets in the back behind him too. Pay attention to the little details too. Okay, don't just like, oh yeah, look at, I'm gonna create this right away. No, it's not like that. It's more of understanding the little details and what can you do. Come up with different ideas, and you can leverage ChatGPT to help you come up with different ideas. There's so many different ways to do this, right? But astronaut holding Earth, okay. If we come over here, then maybe I think a little bit you can see like maybe it reflecting off of the mask right here would be a really good, cool idea, right? $17.99. We come down here. Let's look at the all time. Okay, it's made its first sale February, so last month, but it's already getting its consistent sales. So something like this again. It's very new too. I love when we find like newer ideas or just something hasn't been out there and people are not creating it and it's like fairly fresh. This is a really good idea. If you can think of something else like this, it would be a good idea to create because it's new. Okay. And then obviously it's showing a demand. So let's say it's last month, February 5th, it made its first sale, but it's made several different sales. Okay. Within the last 30 days, probably this month alone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So about 11 sales. So if you have a design that's making you consistently 11 to 20 sales, the month's not even over, right? So I'll probably get close to 15, maybe 16, 11 to 20 sales per month, just one design. That's a really good design. Okay. Because then if you have 10 designs doing that, then you got 20 designs doing that. You can see where I'm going with this. It starts to add up. And then that's when you go from making $100, $200, $300, $400 a month. And then you have a consistent seller like this. Right, so 196 astronaut holding Earth. All right, we went over something like this already, the Denali Forever. If you look over here, this is a national park. Now, Denali Forever, I don't remember exactly the other design that we went over, but this one right here, like different ideas around just coming up with different sayings in a niche. If you figure out, okay, this saying works really well. If it's making consistent sales, what else can I do? What other designs can I create that will be a good seller, right? And just don't overthink it. Just think of 3 more sayings that you think potentially can make you sales. Okay, it's literally that simple. Once you start having one design making the sales, let me think of another one, right? Simple text box with some mountains in the back. Come over here all time. Let's see. It's made its first sale this month, March 8th. 1 sale, 2 sales, and there's a demand for this. It's making sales right now. Okay, they priced it real low at $13.99, probably get ranking to the algorithm, and then pushed it up $14.99. Now it's at $16.99, but it made another sale at $16.99. So it's showing sales, so showing demand, but obviously the most important part here is starting to rank more and more into the algorithm. As you see that as a seller, you're like, okay, cool. This is a shirt selling and making a profit. This is a newer design and it's making sales. We come over here, we have a result of 283 Forever Denali National Park, Alaska. And you can see there's like that retro style design over here too as well. And this is the one we looked at. And here's another one right there. All right, Capybara, we have it with pink ribbon bow. Now, anything with a bow right now seems to be doing really good. If you haven't caught that yet, Capybara, this little rodent right here, look at it, pretty cool, right? And this is a big image, and this can be created with AI pretty easily. Okay, 5.0 out of 5, 2 ratings. We come down, all-time sales. It's been its first sale in January 2025, and then it's consistently making sales. But one thing I want you to pay attention to, how big this graphic is on the t-shirt, right? And then we talked about checking for trademarks, stuff like that on text and phrases. And then if you don't want to do that, you can literally just create like certain graphics like this. Okay. And it's fairly easy to do. But not only that, it's obviously paying attention to the detail. You do that. Okay. That's one way if you don't want to make text based designs. You doing this, leveraging AI. Okay. And creating cool designs like this. And obviously, you probably have to put a little bit of work into it if it doesn't come out correctly, taking it to that next level where you have to put a little bit more detail into it. But if you're good with prompts and you understand it, this is definitely easy and it can be done within seconds, right? And it's crazy the world that we live in. If AI is getting bigger and bigger. And just keep in mind too, one phrase I heard the other day was technology is undefeated. Okay. AI is technology. It's undefeated. All right. And I don't care if you like it or you don't like it. If you can figure out a way to help it work for your business, it's going to make you money. So we look at where you see this right here. We've seen the BSR. We can see that it's doing pretty good. The result of 206 Capybara with pink ribbon bow. And I'm going to say this again. The bow ribbon, if you start doing some research on bows and different types of bows, you're going to see that it's doing pretty good. Okay. But now just adding it to something else that's trending, it's going to be doing pretty good, right? You see it's 377K BSR. Here it is over here, pink bow. This right here, this type of design layout is doing really good, especially if the niche is trending. This is like the current trending niche right here. And I want you guys to pay attention to that. If you get ahead of that, there's several different ways that you can make money. Now, every niche is going to be different, right? Every niche is when it comes to trends and populating cells. But this right here, the style design with the animal or the rodent with a bow, using the same thing, just let's say doing like 4th of July or how people are doing St. Patrick's Day, which recently passed. But this type of element, this layout, this design is doing really good. So think of like football, basketball, baseball, anything like that will work really good with the style. I'm actually probably going to make a trending video going over some of that stuff too as well. So it's my 5th birthday. It's my 5th birthday. Okay. It's my you could probably put 5th, like the TH in there, maybe in there a little bit. It's my 5th birthday. I guess it works like this too as well. 5.0 out of 5, 7 ratings. You got like a racing car in there. Okay. I think you just try to make it as original as possible when it comes to any of this, right? It's something to be careful with the racing car, but you want to make it as original as possible, more general, more generic. Okay, so just keep that in mind. This is something I think about when I'm looking at a design, trying to create something or trying to enter a niche. But look at this thing. 2024 has made its first sale, but this is crushing. This is really good right here. That right? It's cranking. That thing is making some money. This means there's a demand. So keep in mind too, anything with birthday, remember you can't find this in store. So that's like a custom thing. So people are searching for this online. So if you can create something that people want to buy, they're searching for birthday shirts. Okay. But now to take it to the next level, what about a 5-year-old birthday? Okay. And then, oh, he loves racing cars or fast cars. You know what I mean? Like literally that simple. And you just stick it in. You're like, okay, birthday. How old is the birthday? Okay, birthday boy or birthday girl. Okay, you're getting it. And then, okay, but then what else can I add to that? What does he like? So keep that in mind. That's what they did right here. Okay. We come over here with kids. It's my birthday 5 race car t-shirt. We have a result of 277. All right, next one. God says, I am. Okay. Basically, it says encouraging words based off of the zoo animals. You see that? Never alone, created, accepted, and then brave. And I think it has some Bible verses on the bottom. Okay. Okay. God says, I'm a zoo. Animals tell their kids Bible verses. Funny. Okay. $15.99. Countdown. All-time sales. It's made its first sale in January 28th, 2025. And there is a demand. Okay. Look at it. Just consistent sales. Okay. When it goes up and down, that's a good sign. That means that gets, okay, this is a good niche. Now, if we come over here, look at the result, 200 results. God says, I'm a zoo animals kids t-shirt. Give you an idea, right? This is one that we looked at, and you can see other different layouts of the actual designs. But just this one right here, this general statement right here, God says, I am, and then maybe if you can mix it up, maybe different animals or just different thing in dog breed. I don't know if that will work. You would have to think about that a little bit when it comes to this, but something like this is a good idea. A playful idea when it comes to this. Now, something to keep in mind when it comes to this, like every single niche is going to be different, right? Not one niche is going to be the same. And different niches sell stronger at certain times. Okay, so if you see a BSR that's at 100,000 K or 300 K, is like that niche is probably doing good. Okay, and then if you see it like at 800 or a million, right now it's probably not doing good. But keep in mind, like when it comes to Q4, that niche starts to add up and make sales. Okay, not like I said. It doesn't have to be trending, but it just has to be making consistent sales. As far as trending, it's like most time anything below 300K, 200K, and then it gets lower and lower. The lower, the better. okay? And everything's gonna be different. Nothing's the same. Just make that very clear. And making sure that you double check it for trademarks and copyrights, because I'm sharing it with you doesn't mean you don't do your homework on your end, okay? And do me a favor, make sure you smash that like button. And if you want more low competition niches, watch this video right here next. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out.